Hello, this is Sue McCrossin and Erica Ronchetti from Boomtown Internet Marketing Group. And we wanted to take the time today in this webinar to discuss some of the changes that January is bringing in 2010 for our internet marketing clients, and some of the ways that we're going to be handling these changes that are occurring on the internet. First, we want to talk about Google Caffeine, which is the new release of Google, and it's scheduled to be released in January. Next, we want to talk about the FTC changes and endorsements, which really happened in December, but we want to just review them with you. We want to talk about optimization for video and iPhones, which is always, something that everyone says is going to be a big deal, but we really do think 2010 is going to be the year for video. We want to talk about the continuation of universal search results in Google, Yahoo, and MSN. We want to talk about social media search and how important that's becoming in Google search results. And finally, some basic SEO techniques. First off, let's talk about universal search. As you know, when you put in a search result into Google, Yahoo, or MSN, what happens is these search engines want to show their own properties so that they can show their AdWords. So local business results and map results show, results show from YouTube and other video places like Google Video. News results show, Google Shopping results show if you have an e-commerce type product. And sometimes social media results are showing as well. So in effect, if you handle all these things and you have video and you have articles, news, press releases, and shopping, and you're in Google Shopping, in theory, you could own sort of one whole page of Google with your keyword. So that's kind of our goal for the coming months, to make sure that we have you in all of these various places that universal search is showing. Next, I want to talk about video optimization. Some of the things we wanted to talk about were the fact that when we optimize our websites, we have in our company, we have the iPhone and we have the BlackBerry to test on. So we can optimize for the 2-inch screen for your sites on those two technologies. But what we've also found is that another big thing that's happening is that video search is really increasing, and just by looking at online video ad spending, which eMarketer projects to reach about $4.6 billion by 2013, and that's up from only $587 million in 2008, you can see that everybody's thinking that video is really the search technology to use. I mean, not the search technology to use, but a good way of capturing people's attention online. And actually, there's some new text video text type technologies that are out there that are making video a lot more searchable as well. So one of the things that we've been advising our clients to do is to add some online video to their websites, and we post them on YouTube and then add a link to them to the website. And one of the things that we found is a really cost-effective way of creating a video similar to the one that we're doing here is to buy some video capture software, which runs between $60 and $100 for your computer, and being able to just capture testimonials from your clients or doing PowerPoint presentations similar to this one with video associated with it. The way we've been capturing client testimonials is by using either Google Chat or Skype, and then showing the client in their own office as we interview them. It's been working really well, and it's a very effective and inexpensive way to do videos. Next, I wanted to talk about the new release of Google Caffeine. Google put Caffeine up in November for a short amount of time for us to test on, and what we found was that it's very powerful, it's very fast, and it's in direct response, I think, to Bing, which is MSN's new search engine release. Bing actually has been growing by 3 to 4%. I'm sorry, Bing has been growing by about 1% each month since its launch. And the 3 to 4% is that it's got lower bounce rates than Google AdWords for visitors. So the return on investment running internet marketing ads on Bing is greater right now. We think the return on investment is great and something that maybe everybody should be looking at as far as Bing. But as far as Google, which still has, a large percentage of the market share of search, is that there's a couple things that it's going to be starting to do. It's going to be looking to see if your website is current, because it's competing with some of the Twitter and some of the really current things that are on the web. So to make search, your web pages show up in Google Caffeine, we have to make sure the copyrights are all current, that the pages have been recently updated, and that you have really good new content on your sites. So blogs are really going to be important in the coming year with Google Caffeine. And we also think that that Google Caffeine wants to be really fast. So the faster your pages load, the better score you'll get from Google Caffeine. And in addition, there's a little bit of a change in their algorithm, we suspect, as far as the submission, the linking piece of what happens on your website. So incoming links to your website, again, are going to continue to be very, very important, and they have to be good ones. Next, I'm going to let Erica talk about social media search, because as you know from last year, we discussed this last year, social media was very, very important, and it's going to continue to be so in search results.
Hi everybody. Okay, so social media shouldn't necessarily replace marketing fundamentals like producing great content and generating leads, but it can definitely help out your business. If you want to generate conversation, then consider creating fan pages and groups on Facebook. And if you have news to share, like if you are a restaurant and you have a lot of events, then you might want to consider opening a Twitter account. Sue's already mentioned universal search, but adding on to that, search engines will start sucking data from social networks and factoring that information into the algorithm. So basically, Google will begin to display real-time results from Twitter, so your tweets and your posts on Facebook, and now your YouTube videos as well, just to make all results fresh. And now that your reputation online will not only be based off the web pages and the content that you control, but it'll be based off tweets, posts, and videos, so you're going to have to pay lots of attention to what you post on Facebook and Twitter. And tweets can be permanent. But at the same time, be sure not to let Twitter, Facebook, and social networking suck up all of your time. Okay, FTC. So recently the FTC, as Sue mentioned, or the Federal Trade Commission, has made a bunch of new regulations that affect all marketers, not just the ones located in the US. So if you haven't already read about these changes, it's very important to look them over. Okay, there are two important changes to note. The first is endorsements and disclosure. If you're being paid to promote a product, or even if you've received the product for free, you have to disclose this to your audience or your website visitors, or it could be seen as misleading advertising. For instance, if you have affiliate links on your website, then you have to make that known. The second FTC change is testimonials. If you have a testimonial page on your website, you can't just say results not typical. You have to make clear to your visitors what the average buyer will achieve by using your product. The way we've been dealing with this situation is basically to create another web page similar to a privacy policy page. And if you're interested in learning more about this, just send us an email and we'll be happy to send you an example.
If you have questions, and at the end of this webinar, we can't open up the phone lines. So if you have questions at the end of this, what we'd like you to do is email us,
or visit our
website and email us through our contact form, or give us a call at the number you see here.